Welcome to NHL News Report, and today we have top UFAs still on the market. These are ones that have not been signed. Today is July 23rd, and it's been 23 days with these guys unsigned. Most of them signed with teams that were on the UFA market, like Panarin, Tyler Miles, Bobrovsky, all those guys, right? Tons of people. But there's still a couple that teams have not signed or players have not made up their mind yet. Let's get into those. So I like to talk about the players, and I like to say potential destinations they could go to. First of all is Derek Brassard, a center, so this one can be big. I'm just going to read them off first. Andrew McDonald, defenseman. Riley Shanahan, and he's a center. Devontae Smith-Pelly, he is a right winger. Tobias Rieder, he's a winger, left or right. Justin Williams, he's a right winger. Patrick Marleau, he's a left winger slash center. Thornton is a center slash winger, right winger. Jay Gardner, left defense. Ben Hutton, left defense. Nicholas Cornwall, left defense. Dion Phaneuf, left defense. And Cam Boyd, goaltender. Let's get into it. So, Derek Brassard, I thought he was pretty good with the Rangers when he first of all, he started with Columbus. When he went to the Rangers, he really became good. And then when he got traded from Rangers to the Senators for Zibanejad, I thought he played really well in that season, that 16-17 season. Then when he came to the Penguins, he fell apart a little. He's not used to being that third line center. He'd rather be that second to first line center. So that's the guy that, And then he went to Panthers for a couple of games, and then he went to Colorado playing that third line spot. Not his favorite spot, but I knew that the Oilers have, I think, asked Brassard. He's a $4 million contract, I think they asked him for, and he denied it. So maybe he's thinking about something else. I don't know what he's trying to do right now. We'll see what happens. But let's get into it. Andrew McDonald. I like to talk about Andrew McDonald now. So, he's a defenseman, got bought out by the Flyers. Not really as good, but if you need a defenseman, I guess you can pick him up. Riley Shanahan, he's more of a third, fourth line center. You need that depth on that center spot. He'll be good on that third, fourth line, and you might have a great guy right there. Devontae Smith-Pelly won Stanley Cup with the Caps, so he knows how to get to the Stanley Cup. Has a right behind his back, right, in 2018. Sent down to the minors, waved down by the Capitals. Really, had a tough year. Tobias Rieder, same thing with him, but not waved down. He was with the Oilers, kind of, not as good as a season. Justin Williams, 37 years old. He's unsure if he's going to go with the Carolina Hurricanes. That one, we already know. Carolina or retire. He's thinking about it. Patrick Marleau, more of like the Western Coast, so he's going to try to go with a Western Coast team. He wants to most likely go back to the Sharks, but we'll see. Dual Thornton, it's the Sharks or nothing, literally, I think. Nothing else. Jake Gardner here, I think he wants to go back to Toronto. Great left defenseman. I think he's trying to, but he's like, oh, come on, bring me back. And I think they can't. They don't have enough room because of Mono. They got to sign. That's the big one they got to sign. So we'll see what happens there. Ben Hutton, a left defenseman, bought out, not qualified by the Canucks, so he became a UFA. He was overrated a little, and then no one picked him up, so I was like, oh, okay. Cornwall, older defenseman, same as Dion Phaneuf, older defenseman. These are kind of teams that will go around and be like, oh, we still need a depth down here. Let me take this guy over here. And we have Cam Boyd in goal. A goalie. We'll see who can pick him up as a backup goaltender. Not too many games you should give him. He really showed that. But, give him less games if you have a better goaltender. Definitely. Okay. Derek Brassard. Where could he go? Let me get into it. Alright. Let's get into it. Like I keep on saying. I got all my logos here. So, let's get into it. So first one, Derek Brassard. This would be a very interesting one where he could go. Basically, I would say There's many places he could go. One that I think would be a good option for him is a place. I want to put multiple down here. For some players, some might not. Derek Brassard would be great in Dallas, I think, because they need depth, a little bit more in that center position. I think that would be a great one for them, definitely. Another one I think he would be great trying is, let's see, maybe like I thought of a little Buffalo Sabres a little because he's used to that New York area. Not just because of that. They could use more in that center depth, I think. Maybe a cheaper contract. Cause I don't know about Casey Middlestat right now. Is he really gonna live up to that next year? Dylan Cousins, do you bring him next year? That's the thing. I think maybe they'll loop around to Derek Brassard. Moving on to Andrew McDonald's, a place he could potentially go to, I would say, is basically, if I can find it right now. 1 second, everyone. So, like I said, he was bought out, but maybe like a team, I don't know if they would do this, a cheap contract, potentially, Colorado Avalanche, maybe, I'm just putting this is my predictions, potentially, 800K, that's it, 1 year, maybe even, like the Oilers give him a chance to, potentially, I could see. Alright, moving on. Riley Shanahan, I could see maybe even like Riley Shanahan, maybe like the Devils or something. I'm thinking like they could maybe use him on like the fourth line there or something. Maybe like him, or even if he goes back to the Red Wings, maybe. Devontae Smith-Pelly. This is an interesting one. Maybe I was thinking maybe like Ottawa Senators would be a cool one because he has the experience of winning that Stanley Cup. Maybe he can help those guys kind of get used to. It'd be great for a flannel maybe. Maybe that would be a good one for him. Maybe even like yeah, that's the one I'm gonna go with. Or one that could happen is like the New York Islanders maybe potentially. I put that one out there because I feel like, I don't know. You never know what Barry Trotz can do with players, That's what I thought. Moving on to Tobias Rito. I could probably think maybe like a team that needs that depth, but, could really need help. One I started to think of is, if I can find it right now, maybe even like the Capitals potentially. To me, I don't think they have enough depth, but maybe like a $1 million or even like a $900,000 contract for 1 year, just to see how he does. Maybe even goes back to Coyotes. Justin Williams, we already know where he's going. He's going to one place, and that is it. And that is the Carolina Hurricanes. He's not going nowhere else. We already know that, so I'll put that out there for him. This one, Patrick Marleau, I could see him go to potential couple places. I think ideally he wants to go back to the Sharks. That was his idea. Definitely go back to the Sharks. But, he wants to be on that West Coast, so I would say these two. Yeah, and potentially, I don't know if this would happen. I don't know if Anaheim would do this or not, but potentially Anaheim. Not Vegas because they don't have a room for cap for like literally anything. So, I don't see that. Alright, I'd like to also put out there Joe Thornton. I don't have enough for shorts, so I actually do. For jerseys I do. So let's see. Here we go. Joe Thornton, I see him potentially going back there. I also see him going to potentially, if they don't give him a contract, and maybe he gets one, is by the, if I can find him, sorry about this, got it right here, the LA Kings. And why do I have to say the LA Kings? Because, you know, on that Western Coast, he did almost go to LA 18-19, before he started that season. He almost went there, saying, if Sharks don't sign me, I got LA my back. And maybe that's something they would do again. Jake Gardner, the one I see him most likely going to back. He's going to try his best to do whatever he can. He's going to go back to the Toronto Maple Leafs. I do not, that's the one he'll do anything. It's kind of like, I want to go back to Maple Leafs. I don't want to leave Maple Leafs. This team's too good. I don't want to lose that great ability to win the Stanley Cup when I can. So I would like to go back there. Definitely I could see him do that. And if I can find Toronto in here. Here it is. I can also see him go there. Another one I can see him probably go to potentially is the Montreal Canadiens. Maybe he goes there. To me, I could see him go there. This is something that maybe you see, maybe I see. Look up something alike here, we think. Maybe Montreal's like, Toronto's like, sorry, I can't take you. God no, maybe that's still a Canadian market. He might like that pressure like that. I don't know if, he said he kind of got scrapped up by the Toronto Maple Leafs there by his fans, but he still wants to go back. I don't know why, but Montreal, I feel like would maybe go try to go after him too. Looking here also, I can see maybe Ben Hutton going to, I don't know if they would want to still add more defense, but like Chicago Blackhawks, maybe a young defenseman there. I could even see more maybe like Dallas, another defenseman. Andre Sekera might get hurt again. Who knows? I know that the Wild said, we're not adding anyone, but maybe they see Ben Hutton and look around to him. Potentially, I could see that too. Move on to Nicholas Cromwell, a guy that potentially I could see go to. This is a tough one. What can I see him go to? This is a tough one to think about. Maybe he goes to. Boy, this is a tough one for me to tell you all, but maybe he goes to like the Blue Jackets. I could see they have the cap, but not saying that Cornwall will have a big cap. Definitely probably not at all. Maybe even I could see maybe Buffalo getting a senior guy potentially. Even though they're really gone that defense side, I'm not sure if they get rid of like Ristolainen, or maybe even like the Calgary Flames. Could be one. Moving on here, Dion Phaneuf. Maybe the Ottawa Senators, in my idea, maybe they actually go after and try to go after Phaneuf again and be like 1 million 1 year. What do you think? And maybe he goes back there. I thought he did really well there and he enjoyed himself there. I'm pretty sure he did. I saw what he did and he loved it there. Maybe even thinking Calgary Flames. Calgary, if I can find the one I want. Maybe even Arizona Coyotes take him. maybe even, like I said, Ottawa. Or like maybe just the experience on that blue line. Dion Phaneuf. Backup goaltending, definitely will be Cam Ward. He won't be a number one goaltender, we know that. Potentially this could be, I already thought of this one, Colorado Avalanche. Maybe even another one, Blue Jackets. Potentially, I would say maybe, because maybe they don't like having Copasano, maybe Copasano and Ward, maybe. I know that's a very shaky goaltending duo right there, definitely. I could also see another one, if I can find one more. I used both of them. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, good. I was thinking even the Toronto Maple Leafs. Maybe you're probably like, well, they already have Michael Neuvirth on his PTO contract. Yeah, professional contract, but what happens if they don't like him? You know what I mean? They don't have to keep him. If they don't like him, maybe they go to, I don't know if that would happen, but the Toronto Maple Leafs sign Cam Ward maybe to a PTO contract, or sign him indefinitely. Just, not indefinitely, but like for a year, $1 million for 1 year. Maybe that's better than Garrett Sparks or Neuvirth not playing his best. Maybe he'll become bored. Maybe. So let's go back to this review. Quick review, a 2-minute review here. Let's get into it. We saw Dallas Stars and Buffalo Sabres. Two that need really good, maybe more of that center depth. Moving on to Andrew McDonald. Maybe Colorado, maybe the Oilers, potentially. Definitely, this wouldn't be a cheap contract just to put out there. 1 year, risk-free. What happens is whatever happens. Wally Shanahan, maybe the Devils want a little bit more sweetener on that fourth line. Maybe even the Red Wings sign him back again. That would be very nice to see, maybe. Devontae Smith-Pelly, I don't see the Capitals. Nope, I don't. Maybe the Ottawa Senators, give a little experience there. Also, the New York Islanders, maybe, I was thinking. That would give a little of a spice to it on that fourth line. Definitely it would. Tobias Rieder, maybe the Capitals and the Arizona Coyotes. A little bit more depth, maybe, and it will be a better change-up for him. Of course, Tobias Rieder was with the Arizona Coyotes before he went from, well, he got traded to Coyotes to LA, and then LA. He became a free agent, and then he went to the Oilers, and then after that, he's still now a free agent. Now, looking at the next one, Justin Williams, it's either two options for him. It's basically retire or sign with the Canes. Either or. Patrick Marleau, I didn't put Vegas out here. The cap space, I don't care what the contract is. It's not happening. He's either the Sharks, ideally he wants to go there, LA, or the Ducks. Joe Thornton is either the Sharks or LA. LA might be a backup idea if the Sharks don't want to sign him, potentially, or retire. Jake Gardiner, I think he wants to go back to the Leafs. There's no other place he wants to go to. Potentially, maybe Montreal, if the Toronto Maple Leafs can't sign Gardiner because of the cap issues with Marner signing his big contract. Ben Hutton, maybe Chicago adds another defenseman. You know what I mean? Or Dallas Stars, Segura might be hurt again. Who knows? Minnesota, I know they said they're done, but maybe they see him and look around for him. Nicholas Cornwell, maybe the Blue Jackets pick him up. It'll be good experience for Wensky and all them. Buffalo Sabres, Calgary Flames potentially. Dion Phaneuf, maybe. I was thinking maybe go back to Calgary or something. Or Coyotes get a 1 year, $1 million contract or something. Ottawa Senators go back there. He had a lot of fun there, definitely. Or the Red Wings will really help out that young D-core and the whole young team. Cam Ward would definitely be a backup goaltender. He's either maybe Avalanche, they could use a backup goaltender potentially if they don't want to keep the guy they have, potentially whoever it might be. Blue Jackets, it might be Vasilinen. But if it's not, it could be Cam Ward instead of they don't trust him yet. And if we know that the potential contract of the PTO contract went to Michael Neufeld, if they don't like that one, potentially maybe Cam Ward signs a PTO or a contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you for watching NHL News Report. Like the video, do the bell, comment, share. I'll see you next video. Bye.